Walking down the street with a cheap cigar, kicking mirrors off of them parked cars. And the reason for it all, I whistle some old cattle call. Then I'm dancing in the street to the alarms. I was looking for a way to get.
Welcome to Drink Minimum. This is episode 4.5. We're at the Tell Me Bar. I am your host, Gabriel Schaefer of Mortal Machine Gallery.
What's going on, y'all? Chris True here from the Open Mic from Hell, and we're hanging out with Uznea, right? Am I saying this correctly? Yeah. Uznea from the Tell Me Bar. What is your role here? Tell us where we are right now. I mean, it's stunning, it's beautiful, but what's your role here?
Well, I founded the Tell Me Bar. The Tell Me Bar was once the Tell Me Club, which was more of a pop-up. So it started kind of like a speakeasy, and I think it still has that feeling even as a brick and mortar. You go around like a very unassuming bend, and then you end up in this little intimate, cozy spot.
Yeah, our Uber driver didn't know what was going on when we pulled up. I've been here before, so I knew what was going on. I knew that it was, strange. Maybe some say sketchy, but it's like stunning and beautiful just around the corner. These guys were here for the very first time. And it's a killer setup. It's a beautiful setup. Yes. I mean, would you even want it to be anything but this?
No, I definitely, when I was conceiving of the brick and mortar my dream spot, it definitely was was never going to be someplace on a main street. That was never what I wanted. So I wanted like a tucked away in the middle of the city, garden district preferably, which we got. But it's like, as you know, like no one would really think of this as the garden district necessarily.
Right. Gabe, what was your first thoughts when you came in here?
I loved that I saw a sign on top of a storage container. That was so amazing. It was a fun moment. Yeah, I like the notion of like discovering something or feeling like you're discovering something. And like you were saying, there's elements to this place where there wouldn't be a Tell Me Bar on like Bourbon Street, right? So because there are these access points that are so used to these large volumes of foot traffic, one of the charms of this city is always sort of discovering things hidden inside of things or hidden around things. So right away when we were pulling up, it gave that feeling. So yeah, and the interior of it's really lovely as well. It's a beautiful green space you have set up here too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it feels like a space like this business, like it could exist anywhere because of what you do and the wines you have and the vibe you're creating. But this is the preferred approach, right? Like tucked away.
I would say so. I mean, if I were going to do another one, I might think of some different approaches, but I think the speakeasy thing is kind of inherent,
Yeah, for sure. All right. What are we drinking here?
Okay, so you got the Salvard Rosé.
I did, yes. Okay. It's the one, I love the description. It said it was like tubing down the Bogachita River.
Yeah,
and that really spoke to me.
What you got?
The menus are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, you got the Salvard Cheverny Rosé. So it's a Cab Franc. It's from Loire Valley in France, and it's a Cab Franc base. It's from a really lovely, solid producer. They make things very accessible, but it's all very true to the place that it's from, like very characteristic. We really try to get all natural wines here. We care a lot about the sourcing. We work with a lot of smaller producers, and people who just have a lot of integrity about farming practices. And the natural really means you're looking at minimal intervention, minimal if no chemical use in the vineyards and in the cellar.
And all your wines are natural.
All of them are natural.
Is that hard to do?
It's hard, yeah. and especially now that all the prices are going up and everyone's feeling squeezed with their own incomes, and we're seeing some tariffs and things like that. So we'll see how it all pans out, but we're talking about like very specialized products here.
That's so cool. So you did a great job describing my wine. Gabe, can you describe yours as if you were her?
No, I'm not capable of doing that.
I mean, to put that guy in the spot like that, I couldn't do it either. You want to give it a try?
Well, I mean, it's light, it's summer, it's easy. I wouldn't describe it as like too super dry, right? It's not a super dry wine. Am I correct on that?
I would say it's dry, but it has a little body to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So
Yeah.
sometimes like a little body can, or, aspects like fruitiness or floral characteristic can give you the impression that something is off dry or not fully dry, but it's really just like a textural thing or a scent thing.
Mm-hmm.
So technically that's a dry wine.
Would
All
this,
right, Gabe, you crushed it.
well, would this be in a Pinot Grigio direction?
Ooh, he's going for it.
Yes.
That's what I was
You're
thinking.
You're killing it.
Okay, pulled it off.
There's like a whole, I mean, obviously there's an art to wine and wine curation and curating a wine list, obviously, but it feels like it's a whole nother genre of art to like describe the wine too. It's like, you cannot be fucking around with some like generic, boring ass
Yeah.
wine descriptions. You've got to come correct.
Yeah.
I love the tubing down the river. I'm like, okay, I think I know what that feels. I mean, I know what it feels like. I've been on the river, but it just really spoke to me. I'm like, that's what I want. It's like, that's so special.
So tell me is two things. It's many things, but two primary things. One is the speakeasy element, like tell me. And then the other is really the kind of mood pairing idea. So that was something I started doing like back in my Bacchanal days. A couple of people came in and asked me like, I'm depressed. What's the wine for depression or whatever? And it just struck off like this whole chain of thought for me. I ended up doing a wine advice column in the wine zine that was based totally on mood pairings, and I would just pick the most interesting questions, the most interesting detailed questions.
That's incredible.
And then write like a kind of really ridiculous, like kind of funny, kind of poetic answer,
I love that.
Yeah, that's fun.
Can Gabe describe something for you right now and you tell him what you would?
Yeah.
I keep putting Gabe on the spot.
God, yeah.
I mean, let's go.
All
What
right.
am I supposed to describe?
Yeah, so you're gonna tell our friend here the an issue that you're having, or like a problem you're trying to solve, or how you've been feeling. Maybe
Or like a painting, a piece of art to pair a wine to.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. All right, what you got, Gabe?
Okay,
You just walked into the tell me bar.
I might not know the painting, but
Grace Kelly is escaping with a bow, but she's driving, and it's a convertible, and they're on the coast. What wine are they going to end up stopping and drinking when they finally stop?
I would do something. It's going to be wild. So something like that wasn't intended to be frizzante, but maybe has a little effervescence to it. Just something very natural. I think those wines are like tend to be kind of, I think of them like wild, uncategorizable types of wines, So like a Jura, maybe Domaine de l'Octavin.
The Grace Kelly escape wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe Ganavat. Some of his more like outside Jura cuvées.
Okay. I trust you. I believe you. This is an amazing answer. I want to go now. Okay. Now that I know you got these kinds of skills, I really want to play. I'm a dog who drinks wine. Okay. In this case, I'm a dog who drinks wine.
You're Billy Joel's wine. I serve Billy Joel's dog Shiraz in Ralph Lauren's restaurant.
You serve Billy Joel's dog Shiraz?
Yes. It was the first time, my first celebrity I ever waited on at
This
Ralph
was like
Lauren's
hanging out with
restaurant.
Gabe. You say something weird, and he's like, I actually did that.
It's true. It was a lunch shift out on the patio at Chicago and Michigan Avenue. He was at the end of the shift, and he was one of those that would show up like 20 minutes before the end of a shift, but he's going to stay all the way through the dinner shift. all right, so he's ordering the wine. He's got a pug with him. And he's like, he orders a Shiraz. He says, and bring something too for my dog so my dog can have some of the wine as well. And I was like, your dog's gonna drink this Shiraz? He's like, yeah. Is that a problem? I was like, nah. And so, but I came back out with a stainless steel bowl. And so I go to do the presentation of the bottle of the Shiraz to Billy Joel. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And points at the bowl. And I was like, it's the bowl for your dog's wine. He goes, would you make me drink red wine out of a stainless steel bowl? And I was like, my bad. And so I go inside and I was like, what do I, they gave me like a glass crystal bowl or whatever for his dog. But yeah, it's true. Dogs do drink wine. Billy Joel's dog.
Gabe has my job now.
Yeah. And actually, and you have my job. You have my job because you are asking better versions of questions that I was asking. So we're all,
I'm sorry.
I go to an art gallery now where we've all just traded places.
That felt like it was the moment for that.
It was a moment.
Amazing. Like, where else is that story going to be so relevant?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with
So
it.
the answer is Shiraz.
Sure. Okay.
Hey.
All right, great. So congratulations, Gabe.
She slam dunked it. That was you.
Yes. Okay. I'm so curious though. I'm a dog. I drink wine. Every day my owner takes me to the park or to work or I get to go outside. But I've had 2 days in a row where I'm stuck inside. I'm sad. I'm scared of never seeing the outside ever again. What wine do I want?
My immediate thought is like just a bright, lovely rosé. Like you want something that, like yours, exactly. You want.
I'm not that dog, by the way. Let me be clear. I wasn't the dog.
It felt personal, but
No, I've been outside. I swear, I've been outside several times.
yeah. No. So I think just something that reminds you of sunshine. Something easy, something fun. You want to have a good time.
I love
You don't
that.
want to think too much about it.
Dogs hate thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, this is great. This is really informative. You're great. Yes, you were nervous about doing this before. Sorry, I'm calling you out now. You were nervous. You're over here just slinging the most thoughtful, charming answers in a thoughtful, charming space. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
Gabe, you have any other questions?
I kind of do actually. So I heard you mention Bacchanal, and I'm really interested in, like, first of all, how long has this journey been for you where you fell in love with wine and sort of the knowledge and experience of wine to this point where you have this space? How long is that span of time, would you say?
I would say at least 15 years. Because I started out at Bacchanal and I didn't know anything about wine. I didn't really care about it at all. I was actually an artist, mostly painting.
You're a really good painter too. I've seen your paintings. Yeah.
Yeah. I try to keep it up, even though I'm busy here, but it's still, there's nothing like painting.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Nothing. But yeah, I started out there, and then my mentor there, my boss, who became my mentor, he was so passionate about wine. And so he just was like, you have to understand this. You have to get it. And he set aside some really special moments to make sure that I kind of understood why wine is so special. Things that explain the terroir, like the concept of terroir. So like two wines from the exact same region by the same producer, but from different parts of Burgundy. And when in the same year, all the qualifiers the same. And when I tasted how different they were, the light bulb went off and I was like completely obsessed after that point.
Cool.
Because you're like, okay, this is a one-of-one experience.
Yeah.
With whatever producer, whatever year, whatever cuvee they're making. And that's just so special.
I feel like a wine expert right now. Just like I'm sort
by
of
proximity.
Yeah, just like you're so knowledgeable and passionate about this. I feel like it's just like rubbing off on me
Osmosis.
a little bit. At least for right now while we're here. When we leave, it might go away. But right now, I feel good about it. Right now, I feel good.
Nice.
What do you think is what's your best case scenario for the future of Top Me Bar?
I would love to just see more tourists come, which is also a New Orleans thing. I want to see New Orleans be successful, and therefore, like, those people come come filter through here, find us. Just lots of activity, we do a lot of collaborations, a lot of, collaborations with people in the community. And I would love to just continue that and, have a thriving, more education maybe.
Cool.
So continuing like the DJ collabs, the, sushi, just little things that we do here and there and our regular wine stuff, and just add to that in little like thoughtful ways. Yeah.
That's very sweet. I love that. Well, we're going to finish these glasses of wine, probably get a second round eventually.
Hang out,
Gabe, we're going to hang out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for our second round here? We'll close out with this. Any advice for what we should do with our second round?
I always give the advice to get a bottle because you have more choices, and then we can really like dig deep.
Oh, we're going out tonight.
Yeah, we can get very specific about the pairing, the mood pairing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, I gotta think about that, buddy.
All right. Well, this was
Daddy's got a work day tomorrow. We gotta pick this wine right.
This was
You can share it with me.
okay. There we go. This is really informative, and congrats on all your success.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
This was really cool. Thank you for taking time out to do this too, because I know it's like, it's busy in here. It's getting busier as we've been recording. More people have been trickling in. So yeah, just grateful for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time too.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be back with more on this same episode. We're gonna knock this out. Sip on. I'm not gonna knock it out. You don't knock out wine. Sorry. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yes. All right.
We're gonna knock it out right now.
That was cute, huh?
Tell me bar?
Yeah.
Tell me bar. Yeah. You keep saying cute. I mean, I would go like, yeah, it's cute, but it's also like kind of like underground sexy vibes.
Very sexy vibes.
Yeah.
Cute to me is sexy sometimes.
Yeah. Great art on the walls, which, I default to your judgment.
No, there was some fun curation that was going on in there. Yeah. Yep.
Look, the thing about Tell Me Bar is that you can just be mildly interested in wine and you will feel comfortable, not like you're out of place.
Yeah.
They want to talk about wine on the level that you're at.
Yeah.
And so it's like not pretentious. It's like it's got hole in the wall vibes, but it's not hole in the wall.
It's like green space hole in the wall.
Yeah. It's one of the best energies in the city, honestly.
Seriously, no loss on a date night scenario as far as this being a stop, I would say, in the city either. Like, really solid choice for that, I would say, for any first dates, middle dates, late dates, beginning a date, end of date.
Not only that, but if you're bringing someone here to Tell Me Bar for the very first time and it's their first time hearing about it, that's going to be a massive win for you.
For sure.
But also, if they've heard of it, if they know about it, and you're taking them there,
you've got good taste.
Massive win. You've got good taste. I can't speak highly enough. It's really special.
Yeah. I really appreciated that experience for sure.
And I think she is so smart, so fun, very charming, very just like it was really fun to hear her talk about wine.
It's, the thing that I'm starting to realize more and more as we're meeting all these folks is that it's like we live in a town that is ultimately influenced by overperformers, and folks are just straight fucking chilling while the rest of us are going nuts. I really think that might be the case here, because honestly, like, what's going on there is, and I'm not saying that like, oh, there are these frantic overworkaholic type people, but just clearly this is a person, and the folks that are involved in this space, just like some of the folks that we've been interviewing, are so engaged at such a deep level in what they do that they don't even realize it's not even work to them because it's their life. And, I think that's one of the themes I'm starting to kind of see prevalent over and over and over again here with some of these characters that are parts of the fabric of this city.
Yeah, and that's really what we're trying to do with this podcast project as we exit towards the Vieux Carré right now in the Uber from the Tell Me Bar back to the French Quarter, where myself, Gabe, and producer Steve all reside.
And we're going to be good boys tonight.
We are trying to create a universe here where we are exploring these interesting service industry spots, from the dive bars to the beautiful Grand Dames to the Tell Me's, the speakeasies. And I feel really good about what we've done so far. I'm kind of really high on our own supply at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. Same. It's hopefully it's infectious for everyone else too, to kind of feel the growth of this energy, of this experience. It's almost like in a way of giving an opportunity to kind of fall in love with the city on another level again.
Yeah, and also I love what we're doing right now, not to be too meta or fourth wall breaking, but we just left Tell Me Bar. We had a bottle of wine, a glass of wine, chopping it up with one of the owners, the main people over there at Tell Me. We're in the Uber. We're pulling into the French Quarter right now, and life is so good.
Life is good, buddy.
Life is so good.
Yeah.
More of this, more of that, more of all this on the 2 Drink Minimum podcast, available on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Honestly, I don't know if this clip is going on social media or on an actual episode. Who the goddamn knows? But we know that it'll be somewhere, and wherever it is, we're grateful for you finding us and know that we're putting so much behind this.
Yeah, the beat goes on.
Yeah, the beat goes on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Walking down the street with a cheap cigar, kicking mirrors off of them parked cars. And the reason for it